how you gonna release something that's not even like that good?
Yeah, the best thing I heard about it was $2 a frame. It's 15 frames per second. It's $30 game, so they charge $2 a frame.
I only paid 20. I don't know why. So Microsoft left me a little $10 gift certificate in my shit. I was like, wait a minute, what? Let me get that.
Well, I mean, the people returning it, that's what made it funny. People are making videos of how they returned it. I'm like, that must be trash. I mean,
it's been a month now since I returned my shit, right? How niggas is still talking about me bringing that shit back. Matter of fact, your man D brung it up today in the podcast. All that. I'm just looking for attention because I did that. No, nigga. I bought this shit because I wanted to keep it. Then when I noticed that ain't shit coming out on it, I said, I'm bringing this shit back.
It's too much money to invest for some people.
Right.
You know?
And it's not like that my money fucked up. By no means my money's fucked up. It's just my whole thing is if I'm buying it for one game, I'm buying it for one game and one game only. And if I can play the same shit you playing, I'll pay the $180 and you pay $500 for some shit and I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, same game.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in 4K. How is it 4K and it still looks like crap? I don't understand that. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
I mean, that's a shooter. So who cares what your native resolution is? It's a shooter. It needs to be stable. It needs to have good performance. So yeah, damn. I'm sure it's going to be 1080p 60 though, according to those guys.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to do that. I doubt it, but let's see, man.
Now, hey, here's the thing that's weird though, and nobody. All right, I can understand. We PlayStation dudes. We're gonna rag on the game. We're gonna do all this shit. We're gonna say, rah, right? Yeah. But here's my thing: these developers lied to the Xbox community, and they ain't saying nothing. Right? They're out here. Damage controlling the frame. That is a preview program. But here's the truth: before it was released, the developers said they had the game running at 60 frames, right? And then the next day they say, oh, but it's going to be 30 across all platforms. Cool. Now that the game is how is it running double digits? If they had the game running at 60, but they're going to cap it at 30 to keep it stable across all platforms, why is it running at 18 frames?
Yeah, well, I think it's running because
nobody said anything.
I think they're giving people what their final source code is going to be, which is fine.
Well, of course,
but they said they had the game running at 60 and that they're trying to get it run to 60 on the 1S. They said they already had it running at 60.
No, they lied about that.
Know. Yeah.
And I don't even think by next year it'll be running at 60, to be honest with you. Like when you're in the helicopter, when I say the frame rates drop, bro, I felt like if I had like a modded machine and I just threw any game on it, you know how the frame rates when you put like a ROM inside of a machine that can't handle it and it glitches up. That's the way that thing plays. I'm like, my God. But all jokes aside, the game is fun. Once you get down like on the ground, everybody's landed, you're scouting out looking for stuff. It's fun. Doesn't take away the fun aspect, and that should be a vital key for people that keep saying power is key. You got a game that looks like crap, and right now it's playing like crap, but it's fun.
You know but it looks like Ghost Recon to me. It looks like
it's definitely not. That's if anything, it reminds me a lot like what SOCOM used to be. Like I'm an old school SOCOM 2 player. Yeah. It definitely has that same feel, especially when you only have that one life. If you die, you go back to the, you know what I'm saying? You got to do spectator or
go back to
the menu. So it definitely gives you that thing where you have to be careful. And then what makes it even like more like threatening towards you is the fact that once that bubble closes in, you're going to die if you don't run out of that area. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like they give you a certain time to make it towards there's a certain line you have to reach because you know how the map starts to close in. So that's another threat you have against you. But like I said, All Jokes Aside is a fun game. But like I said, the way the developer made it look like if this was the next coming of Christ, it's like, Jesus Christ, the devil's on his way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus.
But what can you say? I mean, to me, it's an indictment not of the it's an indictment of what people thought that console was going to be able to do. It's that to me who's been indicted. I mean, it's in preview. You would think, okay, they'll probably get it to run better because it can do a little bit more. But it's an indictment because I've heard nothing since this thing has come out but bitching and moaning and whining and this let them bitch, moan, and whine. I mean, they look pathetic. So it's an indictment on them. I mean, to me, it's funny as hell. So
like your man Lionel said right now, he says that PUBG shows how thirsty Microsoft really is, and this basically just showed that they were thirsty because they could have waited for at least the frame rates to be a little better before releasing this. Yeah, so shout out to let me do it. Shout out to Lionel. Thank you for the $10 super chat. His full sentence is PUBG shows how thirsty MS is for an exclusive. Crazy how they trying to box this digital game up and sell it at retail. Shaking my head. And I agree. Here's the thing. This game's gonna be on PlayStation. Is that Sony doesn't allow game previews. They don't deal with that shit. And like I could see both sides of the fence on this topic. On one hand, some people say, "Oh, but it's get a chance to play a game that whatever bullshit they make." But on the other hand, like me, this is where I'm at. I don't see how playing a broken game, even if it's only for $30, is an advantage to gamers. I don't see how that's a benefit to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how releasing a broken game and then just claim, "Oh, don't worry, we'll fix it over the next year." Right. Is something advantage to the gamer. I just don't see it. You know what it is? Just a bragging. It's just a bragging thing. Because like the way they were saying, some fanboys were saying already, "Oh, they say Microsoft don't have games, but everybody's talking about PUBG right now." First off, it's about time they talk about something. Second off, if you have 500,000 people playing it, I mean, I would be playing it too if it's the only game I had that came out this year that's worth even playing, and not really even worth it because it's a beta. It's a beta. You're a beta tester right now. You paid $30 to be a beta tester. Again, not taking away how fun the game is. It's fun. But you're beta testing. I'm beta testing. I got it. Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Thank you for shouting out the panel. We appreciate you showing up. But like you said, I don't want to pay $30 for an advanced screening of God of War. Right. Or Soulcom. If Sony goes, "Hey, we release Soulcom, but it's going to be beta preview for $30. No. Right. I don't want to go through. Because part of the hook that's going to get you in is the game running properly so you can actually play it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't get this beta shit. And then everybody's complaining that it's broken. I'm like, what did you expect? It's a preview game. Bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's 30. And it crashed on me a few times. Like I was you got 100 players you gotta survive against, whatever. I was already 7 players in. Dude, this shit crashed on me right when I'm about to shoot these guys. I'm like, no, what the hell? I was about to win this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it crashed on me. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's still in preview, but damn, you're taking away the excitement. You're taking away the fun, and that can hurt at the end of the day. Because the thing is, like, my whole thing is, how long is it going to take before you get it right now? Because let's say if I start taking this game serious, right? What's going to happen when I start taking these matches, like, to the heart? It's going to screw me up because I got to guess if this thing's going to crash on me. It's going to stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hit or miss, and I think it's bad on Microsoft's hand. Again, you keep releasing shit that doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't matter right now. Like, should have had this thing fully, like, working, and it doesn't. It doesn't work. Here's a question. My man, I'm going to say something. Who's next? He brought out. He says, yeah, but $30 is a good price for a game that's not done. Is it really? Because look at Fortnite. It's free. Yeah, Fortnite's free. And it does the same thing. It runs better. And you could do more shit. You could fucking build fucking buildings and traps and shit. Right. Yeah, you know what's funny? Another game. I'll say another game. A game that wasn't popular at all. It flopped on PS4 and PC. Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers was $30, and that's a complete game. Yeah. Right. So is Hellblade was $30, and it's a complete game. Yeah. It's just their damage control, and it's. I never thought I'd see this happen, but and shout out to J-Dub City. He said that they're just in this
like the 7 stages of grief, and they're in like the bargaining stage. That's where they are right now. That some of them have reached this acceptance, but a lot of these cats, they're in the bargaining. They're trying to well, it's going to still hit 60. Well, it's still going to do this. It's still going to do that. That's their bargaining. I agree with what Alex said earlier. It's never been about the console. It's been about they want to be able to say we have something you don't have. Well, you're right.
Exactly.
I want to give a shout out
to frames per second. You can have it.
I want to give a shout out to Top Dog 2K. He said, "Be happy for X fans. For once, they are happy now." Well, I'm saying here's my thing. This is all right. Let's cut all the console war bullshit aside.
Right.
I think we're treading on dangerous territory. Because let's be honest. Xbox fans, right, on the One X or the One S, they're loving PUBG, they're excited. But let's be honest. If let me put it this way, let's pretend it's 2018, right? Let's pretend it's 2018, right?
Right.
And you got God of War, Days Gone, Detroit, Spider-Man.
Right. Complete games.
In the middle of those, would PUBG be successful if it was a broken $30 game? Would PlayStation be like, get the fuck out of here? Or would we be like, would we say, oh, hell yeah, we're going to play this? Or would we be like, get the fuck out of here? This shit is broken.
Right.
We got too many good games to play.
Right.
Like, for example, if Halo 6 was out the same month as PUBG,
right,
would Halo fans choose PUBG over Halo or Gears or big-time multiplayer that's actually complete?
I don't know.
I think the only reason why this is taking off is because they haven't had much.
They haven't had shit.
It's kind of like, it's like Eddie Murphy. You stuff a dude in a closet for 30 days, a fucking saltine cracker is going to be delicious.
Like for instance, they talk so much shit about Sony games not being released and not having release dates. It's because they got to understand, Sony doesn't release shit and it's broken. You don't never, like, the exclusives I played, I haven't played an exclusive this year that was broken or
that's one thing. Sony hasn't released a broken game from the first part.
You understand what I'm saying? So if they're taking out the time to make these games, it's because they want it to be perfect. They don't want to release patches after patches. They want to make sure when they give you the game the first time, they want to give it to you right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all this shit they talk about saying, oh, but look at how long it takes for a Sony game to come out. For instance, we just had PlayStation Experience, the one you hated. But we just had PlayStation Experience. You seen the God of War developer saying, "Oh, we're at the point where we're just testing it out right now." You know what I'm saying? To make sure it's running good. They could have just said right there, "Oh, God of War next week. You want it? It's gonna be broken, but patches will come out later." You think Sony fans would be okay with that? Hell no. I wouldn't be okay with that because I want to make sure the game plays properly. Because while you're in this story, you don't want to have to deal with the game either crashing or glitching. You don't want to deal with that stuff. So it just shows you the different mindset you're getting from the consoles that are out right now. Like, Microsoft doesn't care. They just want to push out whatever just to say that they're ahead, and they're not. They're not.
Well, they got to do something about this because this is not going over well at all. So it's well, I take that back. It is for them because, and shout out to Jay Fonz in the chat. He agreed with you, Alex. The game is still fun. It has its issues. I mean, I saw, and shout out to Solid Rev because he was shooting at somebody. It wasn't even registering. It was hitting them. So it was just like, man, they got to get this. They got to get it fixed. I mean, fine, it's out, but you got to get it fixed. So, and hopefully they do.
It's bad when a motherfucker shoots you from across the map with a shotgun and it hits you.
Wow.
That shows you. That should tell you pretty much how the game is running.
That's why I can't.
The man shoots me with a shotgun, and
I can't play a game like that. I just can't do it. That shit will piss me the fuck off, and I'll never play it again. Even if they fix it, I wouldn't play it. I would delete that shit. I would refund it.
Delete
that. That's why I didn't buy it. People, I got an Xbox. I could buy it. I will not support these preview games on any platform. I refuse to do it. Now, here's another question. Here's one thing.
What?
I understand it's a preview game. I'm not doing no Twitter. Like, when it comes to performance of games, I really don't talk on that topic. I don't make videos. I don't really do that because I don't really, that's not my thing really, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't feel sorry whatchamacallit, I don't feel sorry that PUBG is getting ragged on, right? And the reason why is a lot of the dudes that are, doing their non-profit work, defending the game's build, saying, oh, it's only preview, leave it alone. These were the same dudes hyping it when it was nominated for Game of the Year.
Right.
I said this when that game was nominated for Game of the Year. I said that if journalists would have reviewed the game as is and ragged on it, you motherfuckers will be fucking damage controlling, saying, why is everybody reviewing a game that's not finished? And look what's happening. I knew this was going to happen. As soon as people hold this game to a high standard, people will damage control it. And I knew it was going to happen. This is the main reason why I said that shit should have never been nominated. Yo, there's so many games that got asked out for that fucking game taking a spot, which is bullshit. Neo Automata should have been in that fucking spot. Or fucking any game. Any game that's complete should have been in a Game of the Year nom.
Right.
And everybody, and I knew that shit was going to happen. A lot of dudes are damage controlling. I mean, it is what it is. It's true. I can see both sides stories. The way I see it, never mind the console war or the bullshit, right? If you are about to buy a product and they tell you it's a $30 preview game, you're buying a broken product.
Right.
That's literally, preview is another word for broken game.
Right.
That's really what they're selling. They're selling you a broken game that they will eventually fix in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. But the way Microsoft hyped it, they even talked about how they got the Gears of War team on it to help out.
Yeah.
Why are you saying all this shit for if you know the game's going to release broken?
Yeah.
Why are they saying, oh, we can have in this game run at 60 frames when you barely have it run at 30 right now?
Yeah.
And I think, what is it, Crab Gamer? He tried to damage control saying, oh, it's built on the June build. It's an old build.
Oh, God.
Shout out to my man Rand, who told the truth, saying, no, Crap, it's maybe at best 2 weeks old because you can vault in the game. Because you can vault. And vault is a new gameplay. Yeah. Vaulting wasn't around 2 months ago. It's a new update. It's maybe at best.
Oh, what happened?
Somebody has on speaker. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody has a speaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's to me, it's funny. I mean, to me, it's an indictment of the people that said what this console was going to be able to do, what it couldn't do. I specifically was on multiplayer podcasts and said, you mofos better wait because I've been told it's going to do a little bit more.
What's up?
And so far, that's what it's doing. So I hope PUBG gets fixed.
What's up, guys?
It's a popular game. What's up, J-Bond? I hope it gets fixed.
Well,
and
they're saying I'm damn. It's funny because
Jay Fonz, you played a lot of it.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I don't understand. Like, honestly, guys, and this is not directed at anybody here necessarily, but because I hear it on both sides of the argument. This is why I love being a multi-console owner. I don't give a fuck about these kind of stupid arguments because at the end of the day, PUBG to me, yeah, sure, it's got issues and stuff, and there's shit there that needs to be worked on, but it's still fucking fun at the end of the day with friends. I don't give a fuck. Like $20-$30 for this game is really nothing, the amount of fun that you can have with this game. If this was a $60 title, I'd be fucking bitching. If it was $50, I'd say you bitch. But $20-$30, it's not that bad. Honestly, like when it comes down to it, I think some of these Xbox dudes are just praising it like crazy because honestly, that's all they got right now. I mean, let's be honest. This is their game to shine right now, and it's not shining. So, of course, when they talk it up and Digital Foundry comes out with the video and shows you that it's got issues, of course, the other side then is just going to jump on the other side, and it just goes back and forth. And this is why I love to be a neutral gamer. I can't stand like this type of fucking console war bullshit. This
you and me both.
No sense, man.
I just troll into it because they just throw me in the mix and it's fun. But
yeah. I know. And look at Top Dog. Yeah, Fonz is damage controlling. Bro, I played most of the gen on PS4, so stop with that nonsense, dude. I'm excited. 2018, I can't wait for these Sony games. These games are amazing, but
I'm gonna be honest though. I don't even know why I don't know why this game in particular is a console war game. Because let's be honest, it's coming to PS4.
Yeah.
There's no way this developer is going to ignore 70 million console sales worldwide.
Yeah,
they're
but
not going to do it.
At the same time, right now, it's got the support of Microsoft. So I don't know how long it would be before that comes out. And here's the thing. Here's my issue with people saying it should be free to play. I don't necessarily knock people that are saying it's free to play, but here's a reason I think some people should think about. When you have a game like PUBG that's hot right now, that's trending right now, and you and these developers are giving you a product that is still playable and is still enjoyable. If they don't recoup any of their, if they don't get any monetary gain right now, they could lose a lot of people before this even releases officially, guys. By the time this goes out and is finished and done, because who knows how long this could take. Hell, you still got DayZ still in freaking preview, and it's been 6 years. You got games out there that just never. Look at Ark. Ark just went finally released officially, and it still sucks. The point I'm making is if they don't get any money now, they won't make any money later, because games like this, they're sort of trending. They're flash in the pan. They're here. People want to play it right now. In a year's time, they may not be talking about PUBG. They may be talking about the next new thing. So yes, I agree with charging $20, $30. It's not that bad. You can go to CD Keys and pay $20 and buy the game. It's not bad, guys.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
Well, I was gonna say the people that ripped it the most is the PC crowd. I mean, as far as what I've seen, the PC community just, I mean, it was like I said. That one guy said it's running 15 frames at $30. You pay $2 a frame. I mean, but that's a brutal community. They were like, "Why are you all saying it's the same as a high-end PC? It's not. My high-end PC can run this no problem." Blah blah blah. You know. So, and I just feel like I said, I don't think it's an indictment of the Xbox per se as much as it is the people who said, "Here comes the second coming. Beast is coming. Beast don't do this. Beast don't run 15 frames per second."
Here's what I don't understand about PUBG.
Yeah, and I think the game
here's what I don't understand about PUBG or Ark or games like this, DayZ, why they're still running like shit. Here's my thing: are these developers so inept that they can't create a game in a year, 2 years, 3 years time without having these issues? It just seems like maybe that they should bake this shit before they actually release the product at all. You know, I don't understand what is going on here. I don't know if it's a greed thing. I don't know if it's just a small developer that needs the money. I mean, in that case, you have to look at it there too. If this is like Bluehole is a small developer company, you know, they need money. They need something to sustain while they're creating a game. I get it. But with the backing of Microsoft now, you would think that this thing would be a more flushed out product. Even now, you know, I know they've only had a few months, and I'm sure that within the next few months, it could get better. But we don't know. The reality is we don't know.
I want to shout out the $20 Lionel Bogle, my man Lionel. Yo, I got to get this man on the podcast. This is absolutely a brilliant comment. He said, PUBG is proof that games are more important than hardware. They rush in to buy an ugly, broken game that runs below 20 FPS for fun, but they got an X because they thought 4K 60 would make their old games more fun. Now, I see exactly what he's trying to say. Yeah. Right now, the most exciting product that the Xbox fans are enjoying is a game that's ugly and is running at bad frame rate, but again, it's fun, and it's probably the most fun they had all year long.
Right.
Yet, the reason why they bought the X is for the superior performance and graphics. So, and maybe, and Fonz, you could probably answer this. Is it a bit hypocritical, and this is specifically for the One X, that they literally put $500 and the main hype was to have the very best experience in terms of graphics and performance, yet the most fun they're having is a shit-looking game that's running sub-30?
That kind of goes with what somebody's saying in there about me personally. They said that I'm all about the power and everything, but I'm having fun with this game.
We know.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You can have fun with any type of game. I mean, I can play with retro games sometimes and have fun with some of those older games. I mean, I'm a gamer at the end of the day. Sure, I like my power, but damn, I could turn on a fucking old game and have fun with it.
I mean, but this is not really directed to you. Don't worry about the chat, because let me say this to the chat. Fonz is probably the realest dude out in these streets, because when he says he enjoys power, the man was playing on the PS4 the last 3-4 years.
PS4 Pro.
And I remember when we did when I did the post game report and it was like offline and stuff, he was calling, you know, he said that the Xbox One looked like Vaseline on the screen and shit.
Yep.
Right. Oh. So he played on the PS4. Then when the Pro came out, he bought the Pro. And now the One X is out, he bought the X. He legitimately likes to enjoy the best version of games when he could get them. So Fonz is speaking the truth, right? Hey. But Fonz will go back to another console that has an exclusive and play that game because it's an exclusive experience.
But that's what's funny. I get called a fraud all the time. You got guys in the chat still calling me a fraud that I hide it well.
I think it's a Kojima. It's Kojima.
I love playing games, period, man.
But Fonz, for everybody else,
Xbox, you know, look. The Xbox as a company and PlayStation as a company could suck my dick. I don't care. As long as they're making me games that are good, that's all I care about. I don't care about these plastic boxes.
So now, Fonz, for the soldiers out there, right? They are hyping the very best graphics and the very best resolutions, right? That they could possibly get on consoles, and they paid money for it. Yet the most fun they're having is this ugly game that's running sub 30, not optimized. You know what it is. Does this make them hypocritical? Because if they are true to their word, they should be looking at this game like, I'm not playing this game because I paid $500 for the best graphics and the best resolution. I'm not getting it from this game. I'm not playing this piece.
I think some people in the community are hypocrites, and I can name names, but I won't do that, crap gamer. A lot of these guys just want to talk shit, and that's why I think it's hilarious, because I just laugh. I have the consoles, and I'm sitting here and I feel good about it. And yes, to answer you, Cyrus, out in chat, I'm very tired. I've been working like a dog lately, trying to make that money before I get laid off again. So yeah.
Oh man,
I'm about to go right
before
now.
Christmas or after Christmas?
Bro, no, I'm getting laid off before Christmas, bro. Next week.
Why do they do that?
Yeah, they're bastards. Steel industry, bro. It's fucked up.
Oh, that's where you work? You work in the steel industry?
Yeah. So, so that's why I didn't jump on, because I got to leave here in about 5 minutes. But I heard this PUBG talk, and I had to jump on and just
thank you, brother.
But
all right, man. Oh shit. So that was a good game. Awesome super chat, Lionel, man. Thank you for bringing that up. That was a great point. All right, but here's my thing. Great point on the game. Here, this is just me, and this has nothing to do with the consoles. I'm not feeling these preview programs because, like, all right, this game sold like what 20 million on PC already.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Something like that. At $30, it's not $30 for PC also, right? They pay for this.
Yeah, I think it's
also like 20. That's almost $600 million they made. What's taking so long to get this game ready? It's one map, isn't it? It's like it's just one map.
Right now, it's just
in one mode. Yeah. Right?
It's called PUBG.
And some people are like, but it's one big map, Puerto Rock. It's one map.
So it's
one map. That's all it is.
GTA is one big map.
Yeah.
you got more to do on there. You know?
But, yeah, that's my point. What these developers, are they inept? Are they just too small? What's going on?
Did they make too much money to where they're like, we fucking don't have to rush nothing because we already buying our beamers? Because they made $600 million just off the PC. That's almost $1 billion. They're like almost close to $1 billion.
Look, I hate to be a naysayer, but at the end of the day, because people are saying, PUBG, it'll get better. And I'm sure it will. But here's the thing. Arc
will it though?
Out there, and Arc didn't really get better at all, dude. That thing plays like dog shit on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh,
even on the X, I tried it, and it was terrible, man. I had to turn that shit off.
Listen, they got two options. They either get better, or somebody like Call of Duty or the people at Call of Duty make something that's similar to this and do their own version and have it running and looking better. So they have to get better.
Oh, I can break some news now. Can I break this now? I've reached 500 subs, and I can now transition to be the Messiah of Xbox.
Oh shit. Congratulations. 500.
Okay. The fraudulent behavior just got worse.
Yes, the Messiah will ascend, but I'll give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks, got to find another pope. So,
shout out to OBJ, man. OBJ,
you got to find a replacement. Have King Thrasher be the Pope of Xbox now.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, guys. Well, I got to run to work. It was nice chatting with you for the short time. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys.
All
right, brother. All right, take care. Thanks for stopping through. Thanks for coming through. All right, so let's see. So that's crazy. All right, the next podcast. I was gonna talk about PSX, but I was planning to have all day here and J-Dub because they were actually there. I wanted their take on the two events.
Yeah. That'd be perfect way for them.
Yeah. But I don't want to rehash the shitty live stream because we all know that shit sucked.
Come on, that's some respect, man.
That live stream was garbage, dog. We already covered this, so we don't need to beat a dead horse and make glue out of this, all right?
We did spend like almost 5 hours on that stream last time.
Shit.
Let me give a shout out to All Day and J-Dub again because they were standing in line and they joined my podcast last Saturday. It didn't have to do it. It was 9 a.m. in the morning out there because, I started at noon. So I want to give another shout out to both them dudes for doing that. And thanks for posting the pictures and just kind of keeping us in the loop on kind of what was going on out there. So I get why people were disappointed. It wasn't a trade show. It was just an experience, and they got to meet a lot of the developers and talk to them what they're, kind of what they're looking for. And so I want to give them a big shout out. I'm glad they both got back to their families and everybody's good.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so we're going to the next topic. Countdown to NPD.
Oh,
so
man.
Tomorrow's the day. Alex is like, oh. So tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the numbers released. There's rumors that PlayStation is the winner, followed by Xbox, and followed by Nintendo Switch. Right? If that is the case, if that's the order, how surprising? We'll talk about PlayStation in a few. Let's talk about how surprising is it that Xbox beat Nintendo Switch, if that is true. Is that surprising? Is that like shocking considering how Switch has been selling? Joy-Con boys, what's going on?
Well, I mean, we're talking about a $189 Xbox One S compared to a $300 console. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not very surprising at all. But like I said, the Switch is what's this? We got a new sponsor. You got a new sponsor.
Man, damn, Cyrus Moore, my man. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. I appreciate it, brother. I hope I can keep pushing good content for you to stay a sponsor. I really thank you. Shout out to Cyrus.
Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
But
that's amazing.
The Switch is just getting its feet under them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's gonna take some time for them to establish themselves. But think about it; they sold 10 million in 10 months, right?
Overall, yes, they're killing it.
That's a big number. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I worry about, the end number. Like MPDs for the month of November, cool. But if Switch did, and let's say if they do end up in last place, what could have Nintendo done to make it more enticing? Because I think there was no really Black Friday deals at all. They could not make some deals because, like I said, they're taking a loss on hardware. Well, they're not really making nothing on hardware right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So for them to make it cheaper, they'll shoot themselves in the foot. And we gotta remember that the system just came out this year. The Xbox One X came out this year. You think Microsoft is gonna sell it at a cheaper price? So it's a hard move for them. Next year, if they do this shit and they don't have no deal.
Next year they'll be bugging.
Next year we can chew their fucking head off. But right now,
if that shit's still $299, you'll be like, yo, Nintendo, what the fuck you doing?
Right.
That's just gonna be that. Remember the Wii U? That shit stood like $350 like the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think that shit. I don't think that shit ever had a price drop.
Nintendo reminds me of my grandfather. They hard on that money. On that money.
Yo, the Wii U, like the Wii U 3 years later, that shit was still $350. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with them, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
All right. So now, if Sony wins, which is most likely, all right. Here's the thing I want to talk about. Because now that the rumors came out that PlayStation won, right? And I'm looking at channels, I'm listening, I'm watching the videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now everybody's talking as if they knew. And I'm thinking, where the fuck were y'all motherfuckers like 6 months ago when I was doing this shit by myself?
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers had me in these streets looking like that old dude in Times Square saying that the world's going to end. And everybody just walked by.
Go ahead. You use critical thinking, made sense. I mean, when you went back through the history of it, you were right. I'm like, man, you know what? He is spot on. He is dead on. The most powerful console has never done better. I mean, just you would think in the first month, to me, the first 2 to 3 months, it should win. I mean, it just should. It's new hardware. It should be what's out. That's what everything's telling me. Whether it's, but I'm just telling you right now, I'll be shocked if they don't win. It really deads the whole conversation of the only reason why PlayStation outsold Xbox was because the games looked and ran better. Because that will be the dead issue when this thing drops. You know, it will be, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, the PlayStation outsold it because of the price.
Yeah,
and, you know, because of the price. You know, and they offered a like experience for $100 less, not the same experience. So now, and shout out to all those guys. You feel bad for them because they don't understand that, because they think something should be a certain way, and they don't understand how other people don't feel that way. It's like you can tell somebody who has an iPhone, the Android has more phones out. Android has more free apps. Android controls over 60% of the market. Everything should be telling you to get an Android phone. They won't budge. I love my iPhone. And the same thing's happening with the Xbox community. They think that having backwards compatibility is actually a selling point. I'm like, no, it's not a selling point. You know, if I want backwards compatibility, I'll just keep the 360. That's what I'll do. I'll just go get one and play all the old games, you know. But they don't see it that way. So, you know, it's unfortunate. But so there's going to be some come to the Messiah once these numbers hit. You know, if Xbox don't win, they're done.
You know,
they are done. I actually did hear, and shout out to D-Batch, because I did hear him finally say, if they don't get something going soon, you could be seeing the beginning of the end. I'm like, well, if these numbers are what they're tracking, it's the beginning of the end. You can't win with the beast. If you get slayed by 4.2 T-flops, there ain't nothing left. What else can you offer? So that's all I got to say.
My whole thing that upsets me is they say, you know, people are just buying the Switch because of the exclusives that they have, but then they don't hold the same count when it comes to Microsoft. That shit doesn't mean, like, I don't understand what they mean when they talk about Nintendo. Like, I don't get them.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna write a thesis, right, on how these Xbox fanboys have Stockholm syndrome, right? You know what I'm saying? That's literally what it is, because they're doing what Microsoft is telling them. Like, here's my thing: how can you call yourself a hardcore gamer, right? Mm-hmm. But out of the same breath say, like, all right, think about this: they're hardcore gamers, right? And they're saying they want the very best in graphics, resolution, and that's what we want, right? Yeah. But yet, under the same breath, exclusives don't matter. What hardcore gamer believes in that? I never met a hardcore gamer that don't hold exclusives to a high value.
Right.
You know, think about it. These hardcore gamers are saying, "Oh no, this don't matter because casuals are buying Call of Duty." Who gives a fuck what the casuals are buying? Mm-hmm. Why did you buy your Xbox? It isn't because other people are Call of Duty. Because if that was the case, you would be playing on PlayStation anyway. Because the majority of the Call of Duty gamers are on PlayStation.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Hardcore gamers like damage controlling lack of exclusives. And it's because of Stockholm syndrome, because they know their console doesn't have it. Mm-hmm. So they're going to empathize with the console and say it doesn't matter. But yet they're trying to fight with me all goddamn day about backwards compatibility. Are you bugging, bro? I'm not doing this. I'm not going to argue about PC games every single day. It ain't that important.
All right, but let me ask you a quick question then. So the numbers come out. What if these multi-plat games, I'm saying what if because we don't know, what if these multi-plat games that they said we're going to look and run better on the Xbox, which is a goddamn lie, but let's just say that most of those multi-plat games sold better on the PlayStation.
That's that they are. I said that was going to happen.
I mean, I think there's going to be one or two that do sell better on the.
All of them are going to sell better on PlayStation. We have the most people.
Well, I know, but what do you think that does to their argument? What do you think that does to their argument?
It means that they don't know. It means they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I told people, you don't need to pay $500 to play Call of Duty. You're gonna do it on a $200. Most of these casuals don't care about paying $500 just to play Call of Duty with their friends. $200 fit the bill. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is they expect casuals to understand fucking super downsampling and textures, but yet they're oblivious. They're not gonna know what an exclusive is. I was like, are you kidding me? Like they're bugging. Like so, casuals don't know shit about exclusives, but they're gonna know about downsampling and Dolby Atmos. Like what?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ripper Clash for the $1 super chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out to the 120 people watching too. Appreciate you all being here.
They like.
Here's my thing.
Those people like to hear the truth. That's what it is. So
here's another thing. Right? Because the damage control is already happening. I already see it. You know, I already see it in channels. They're already damage controlling, saying, "Well, Sony won because they got into damage control mode. They were afraid of the X, so they did an emergency price drop." Right? That's the main damage control.
They did a price drop last year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how can you say Sony did an emergency reaction when I've been telling people for over a year that the PlayStation 4 was going to be sold for $200 in November?
Yeah.
I saw that shit a year ago.
These people don't know how marketing works. This shit is planned ahead of time. This isn't just something.
No shit. They don't react to that shit. They already had that shit planned. I told them last year, before we even knew the name of the Xbox, before even the February reveal of Forza 6 and 4K, before any of that, I said if the Project Scorpio launches in November at $500, Xbox will not win NPD. It is not going to be a $200 PS4 Slim. I said that shit last year around this time. So how is it now, this damage control, that Sony's reacting to the X? And that's why they did this emergency price drop, when even I saw that shit. These dudes are bugging, bro. These dudes don't understand the industry. The fact is this. We hardcore gamers, we make console gaming hardcore because that's us. We'll buy the consoles day one. We'll buy the games day one, right? But in reality, the majority of the gamers, they look at this as affordable video game platforms. Like right now, this past Black Friday, a gamer, a consumer, whatever, bought a PlayStation 4 for the first time, right? This is their first current gen console. They didn't own. They were still playing on their 360 and PS3s. Now they're finally jumped to next gen or current gen for $200. Got a $50 gift card, which gives them a year of PSN, and they have a huge selection of games that are like $5, $10, $15, $20. Console gaming is really not expensive as long as you're patient,
right?
And that's what most of these dudes do. These consoles always sell better once it's priced under $300 because majority of them wait. Majority of people don't go out and buy $500 platforms. They don't. They wait until it's sub $300 because they'll have a huge selection of games that are like $20, $15, $5.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Black Friday had a lot of stuff that I wanted.
Shit. Like the hardcore. We'll spend $1,000 because we'll buy a console for $400 and we'll buy all these games day one at $60. So when you look at our shit and you look at our library, we'll be like, damn, we spent like $2,000.
Yep.
A casual that waits 4 years will have that same library and maybe spend $300.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Console gaming is not that expensive if you're patient.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope I'm right, because if I wake up, if I'm going to work tomorrow and you do a video or something like that that says PS4 1 NPD, I'm gonna wreck my car. I mean, there's just no way. So excuse me, it's just no way. I don't understand how new hardware, and I heard, and you're right, I did hear some damage controlling. And shout out to the people in the chat. I think Last and Mohican said that the Xbox One S was $189.
Yeah. Here's the thing. A lot of people say new hardware will win, and I showed an example where that statement is not true. The PS2 beat the shit out of the 360 2 years in a row. It won November NPD when it launched. when 360 launched, and it beat 360 a year later in November when 360 had Gears of War. PS2 beat out 360 twice for 2 Novembers, right? Back to back. And the PS2 beat out the PS3 and the Wii in November. And it was a last gen console that they didn't do HD.
Yep.
It had nothing. It was because it was cheap and it had a huge library of games that the other consoles didn't have to compete with. So I was like, new hardware don't always win. It's always be the games and what's people comfortable with. And I said the PS4 is the PS2 of this generation. It is the most popular console that's out there. When that shit hits 200, everybody's going to run out and get the shit because everybody wants to play on the most popular console that everybody's playing. And that console is not Xbox. Xbox don't have that title, you know?
Yeah. I just get like if you listen to their podcast and you break down all the bravado, that's what it's coming down to is they have a sense of entitlement to what they should be able to play. So, and it's unfortunate, but that's what it's coming down to. I mean, I listened to one of those podcasts the other night and I wanted to put a bag over my head. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Nobody really.
Hey, so I'm gonna do another super chat. My man Lionel, he said BC is good in the first 2 years of a new console gen. The only reason the Switch is selling because it's a handheld. I agree with that. I agree that the mobile is the huge factor. The Wii U was a better console and it had more 60 FPS games that were better optimized. I agree with that. I think the huge selling. I think the biggest selling point of the Switch is its mobility. You could do both. You could, it's flexible.
It's a fun little console, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing. You could play at home, but then when it's time to, be out, fuck it. Undock that bitch.
I think that's the best part. The fact that you could begin at home and you don't got to just leave it at home. You can take it on your way to work and play your games. Like, it's a fun little joint. Like I said it from the day I played it when I went to that Nintendo event before the shit even came out. I was like, yo, this thing's going to be the truth. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, what I get pissed, not pissed off, but like what I find trippy is when these guys say, oh, I can't wait for Microsoft to take that #1 spot again. Like, bro, that shit ain't never gonna. The only way I see that shit happen is if Sony drops the ball again. Sony learned their lesson this time, bro. They're not gonna sit here and drop the ball again. So that dream that these motherfuckers got.
We're at the midway, and that console has not even dropped God of War nor the Spider-Man IP. And the Spider-Man IP is going to bring in a bunch of new gamers that just read the Spider-Man comic book. They don't care nothing else about the PlayStation. They just like, because I go to the comic book shop on Saturday, do comics and coffee, sweaties. That's what we call ourselves. We like to talk about the movies and stuff. But all they ask me is, when does the game come out and can I play it on PC? I said, no, you need to have a PlayStation. So several of them went out and got their PlayStations. They were like, oh, we can play Star Wars too. So, it's gonna be interesting. Well, it's gonna be bad if they do this. The damage control will be out of control. Will be crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna get some popcorn and just listen to it.
Hey, I want everybody to listen to this. Hold on, just listen to this. All right. Let me get this out here. Let me know. Let me see if y'all can hear this. Hold on. Y'all hear that?
It's very low.
All right, let me do this. All right, I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna do this real quick because this will probably be better.
Call of Duty. $1 million in November. Star Wars? You out your mind. Xbox One X is the One X?
$1 million?
Oh man, you better stop that.
You want to bet?
The Xbox One X is doing $1 million in November.
$50. No way.
Just you already owe me again.
Yeah. It's not out yet.
I already got that. Listen.
I can see it doing $1 million. That's a good time.
That's a good number. That's a good number. I say 500,000. 500. 700,000.
I got that. Oh man, listen. The last
in November.
Every fucking Black Friday. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
No, but you're saying the One X in November.
Yeah, motherfucker. What are you?
You're
bugging. You on that? You on that? Man, look, what you guys are not understanding. The multiplayer podcast in December is going to be lit, bro.
What you guys are forgetting is that
if that game comes out the 25th, there's no way
trading in their Xbox One S to get.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
They predicted that the X by itself was gonna sell 1 million by itself. 1 million.
Yeah, they smoking.
Yo, tomorrow's gonna be. Oh my god. They have no idea, bro. 1 million. Then Zaire hyped 1 million Xbox One XLs. Yo, this shit's gonna be lit tomorrow. Yo, I got shit for days, bro. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. Let me give you another one, bro. Hold on, where's it at? Where's this one at? Let me see. This shit is funny, yo. Tomorrow, you gonna be there, Alex? Tomorrow?
What, in the podcast?
Yeah,
I should be. I'm available. If they don't send me the link, you send it to me so we could track.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you that shit. I'm gonna send you. Hold on. This is masculine. Let me show you this. This dude. Yo, I'm like,
bot. He's a blind bot.
Yo, oh my god. He says a PC gamer, but this shit, like, yo, you can't make this shit up, bro.
He was the one I was talking about when I said that shit about the exclusives. Oh, the reason why Nintendo's doing well is because the exclusives.
Well, then I thought exclusives didn't matter.
exactly, because they don't have third-party support. But no doubt.
Yeah. Well, that's the same group of people that said that Nintendo wasn't going to sell because it was underpowered. So,
I'll be surprised if Nintendo outsells them. Period. You know what I'm saying? This generation, and Nintendo just came out this year with this shit.
I feel bad for him. I mean, I don't want to know what NPD is now. I'll just wake up Saturday and be like, all right. I want
to know exactly what NPD say.
Hear this shit.
I want to know exactly what they say.
Hear this shit right here. Hold on.
Later. Yeah, but it's good.
Well, I mean, PlayStation did the same thing, though.
Even if you take
PlayStation did the gold PlayStation, yeah. So
even if you take last year in the account, let's just go to the last 4 months of last year, right? From the last 4 months of last year, PlayStation put out The Last Guardian. 10-year-old trash. I played it, so I can call it trash because I played it.
Trash.
So,
shut up. This dude is a corn.
That 10-year-old trash went up against Gears, Forza Horizon 2, Dead Rising 4, and Recore, which also at the time was trash. But it went up against those 4 games and PlayStation 1 in November because they put out new hardware. So how, in any spectrum of the world, do you believe that the new hardware, which was $400 when last year around November, you could get an Xbox One S for $300 with the games, is somehow going to not outsell the old hardware this November?
Everything.
Thanks, man. All right, number one. You okay?
What?
Last Guardian came out in December, so November NPDs are relevant. The games are relevant when we're talking about November. And nothing to do with November. The game didn't come out to December, so remove that point.
Okay, number two, so it didn't have any games. I was trying to get
Number two. The number one selling bundle console was Uncharted Slim, not the Pro. Pro is pretty much insignificant. Yeah. It was the Uncharted Slim bundle that killed Xbox One. That's what won November.
All right, you see?
Well, look,
I told them that it wasn't the Pro. In fact, we know the Pro only sells 20% of the total PlayStation sales. I told them it wasn't the Pro, it was the Slim. This dude honestly thought that new hardware was gonna win November. I'm telling you, they're about to catch these L's tomorrow, bro.
I can't wait, bro.
Yo, my god.
Who was
that? That was Mastelin. That was Mastelin, the real Mastelin.
Oh. Well, I'm still waiting on the Xbox to have their press conference with some games. Because I got a special jar of KY jelly for that dude.
What?
On the real, I don't know. I don't know how to begin the podcast tomorrow, bro. Because it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be. I told them, bro. I told them,
podcast tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's at the multiplayer podcast. I told them tomorrow. I told them months ago that when December come, I'm gonna cave heads in, bro. Heads are going to be caved because they were wrong as shit. It's gonna be fucking lit tomorrow. Tomorrow, people, be multiplayer podcast tomorrow. Cause I'm crushing brain matters. I'm gonna stomp.
What if you're wrong? What is gonna happen? What if Xbox wins?
I don't think then I'll look like an idiot. But the thing is, I don't think then I look like an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you should be all right.
But the only reason why everybody's going with the rumors with PlayStation is because another marketing firm out in Asia apparently had access to the NPD results.
Oh, okay.
That's what I told you, Craig. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I read that. So
that an Asian marketing firm got the results already because they paid for it, and then somebody on Reset Era Forum has access to those documents because they buy it. They just not allowed. That's not allowed to upload it.
All right, I read that. Yeah, but I was just like, well, just take this with a grain of salt because the official numbers won't be out for another week. All right, I see what you're. But all right, that's what I'm saying. What if Xbox did win though? There's a chance.
I mean, then I don't think there's a chance.
Okay.
Because let me put this. I'll tell you why. Here's another thing. All right. NPD goes for November. It goes from October 27 to November 26.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I thought they included
November 25, the 25th of November, right?
Oh,
Microsoft, the Xbox One S hit its peak on Monday, Cyber Monday. Those numbers don't count for November. They go towards December. So when the Xbox One X was truly selling, it was too late. The NPD numbers were closed out.
Oh,
now, Xbox could win December. I could give it that. You know what I'm saying? Because, Xbox was like number one at Amazon for a little while, but it was number one on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. Those days don't count because the NPD already closed out for the month.
Well, I'm just waiting on is, and maybe you two know, when is Microsoft's gaming conference? Because I swear somebody on that multiplayer podcast said,
there ain't no goddamn gaming conference. It's E3.
Well, they got 2 weeks.
That's E3.
2 weeks.
Here's another thing.
I think CES is coming up.
Here's another one. Here's another thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Here's another thing. So Sony already released their numbers saying, hey, we sold 70 million with some X amount of games, yada, yada, yada. They're beating their chest. Nintendo now say, hey, we just sold 10 million. We're having great, whatever. What is Microsoft saying?
Oh,
they're not even there. They're not even saying they had the best November ever. They're not even saying that.
It's because they ain't got.
Granted, they can't say anything that could compare to the Switch or that could compare to the PlayStation. But they can at least compare themselves and said, "Hey, we just had the best flash, the Bex." They could say we had the best Black Friday.
Did you say Bex?
Bex, I know, I said Bex. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. They could at the very least say we had the best Black Friday in Xbox history. Which has nothing to do with Sony or Nintendo. Just their own metric within their own thing. And they're not even saying that. They're not even saying that they had the best Xbox.
It's because they don't want people to jump down their throat about having numbers out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what are your numbers? Oh, we don't talk about those anymore.
You know?
When y'all was winning, y'all talking about that shit, though.
See, I'm going to call BS on that because they did it last year. Last year, they had no problem saying, for the last 6 months of the year, we were the best-selling console. Like, who gives a fuck for the last 6 months? What about the whole year?
Right.
They had no problem saying best-selling console over the last 6 months. Like, what? What does that even mean?
Shout out to Brian Stelbert in the chat. He said, I can't say that Microsoft doesn't have any scheduled events because I don't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not in. You're not in the boardroom.
Yeah, I'm not in the boardroom, but I tell you what, I got a giant car. I got a jackhammer full of lube for those guys.
We need to get them on that one too, because the year's almost over. So where's the events?
Well, I'll get to the end of the year. I'm a fair man. I'm a fair conductor of the freight train. Because lo and behold, January 1st, I'm gonna run over all of them. So they got
be like, where are the events? Yeah, tell them where's the events at? Because you told us, tell them that. Be like, yo, you told me I had no idea what I'm talking about. So where the events at? What happened? Because we were telling them they had nothing planned for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and then he said, we don't know that because we're not in the boardroom. Like, they still got nothing.
Yeah, your man got another super chat. Yo, that dude spent a lot of money. I want your money, man.
Yeah, I need it. Come on over and visit the Messiah.
My man, the pony power flows within him, bro. My man doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he said, my man Lionel said it's going to be a sad day for the Xbox tomorrow, and it's supposed to be the year of the Scorpio. You're right. Their worst year in Xbox history. Phil needs to stop hyping them up. Man is selling snake oil. Yo, because I said on Twitter that, and I'll say specifically, 2017 has been the worst year for Xbox in the history of the brand, and this includes 360's Red Ring of Death BS. My God, even with new hardware, the brand is still getting shitted on. Like, this is the worst year in Xbox history. Like, I can't think of a year where Xbox got shitted on more than this year. Never.
It's because they thought that the new hardware was going to change people's mindset on how they talk about the Xbox and whatever it is. That shit don't change nothing, bro.
Yo, I just don't understand why they thought that. Like, yo, they keep saying, but the last 3 years, I'm like, yo, bro, let's talk the last 30 years. When at any point in console history did you see the more expensive, more powerful console win? Or make people's change minds? No one cared, bro. I remember when Neo Geo came out, that shit had true legit arcade-like graphics.
Yeah.
No one was paying $600 for that thing, though. They just went with the Super NES and the Genesis because they had the games, man. They had the games. Bro, these dudes are bugging, bro. Anyway, let's move on because tomorrow, bro, the reckoning's happening. Shout out to Lionel, man. Thank you so much for that.
The reckoning.
The reckoning's happening, bro. I'm gonna come in like Doc Holliday, bro. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the Huckleberry. I'm gonna be the Huckleberry, bro.
What's that?
Oh, my homegirl, my sister from another mister. Woo! She coming in with all her swag. She coming in with all her connects from the PlayStation experience. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank God she came. My phone is like about to die, so if I get cut off, you know what?
I know that. We'll blame it on Phil. We'll blame it on Phil. You got a preview. You got a preview phone. You got a preview phone. That's what it is, right?
My phone's dying. My phone's dying.
Yo, so now that we got. Go ahead, girl.
Now I was saying I literally just got out of another podcast. I said, let me see if Porter Rock's still on here.
You know it. I had to be my chip. But since you're here, right? Because I want to talk about PSX with somebody that was there.
Yes, sir.
You was there.
Yes, sir.
Talk about it. Let me know.
I mean, what you mean, like
how it was?
Whatever. The whole experience.
Everything. Tell me how was your experience?
This is my second PSX, so it's not the first time I went.
All right.
It was cool, man. Like, I was there with the whole council fam. And then, my homegirl Red Infamy was there. A lot of my friends, my boy Neo GameSpark came for the first time. I don't know if y'all know Chris Kazama, but he's from YouTube as well. His old name was Breezy TV, but him and a whole bunch of people, it was like 15, 20 of us. We were deep. This year.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man, but I think y'all know Tony, right? I know y'all know Tony.
Yeah, I know Tony.
No, I've been knowing Tony for years, so seeing him and you know what I'm saying, made my little connections, network a little bit, gave out business cards or whatever for the website. I played a ton of games, but Sony, they dropped the ball a little bit, man. They pissed me off a little bit.
What didn't you like? Why you felt?
For one, you couldn't get into the freaking if you didn't have early bird. You couldn't even get into the keynote or whatever they want to call it, whatever that was. You couldn't even get into it. I literally had to. I couldn't even get into the keynote. I had to go in with my homegirl because she had a media bag. All the media people, they went in first. and they went in through a side door. So I had to go in where I couldn't even, and then I waited in line for nothing. I'm like, yo, I could have just got in line with you and been straight. Then these fools, the freaking security broke all the lines up into 3 different lines when we had been sitting in line since like 2:00. And the show started at like 6 or 7. And they moved the lines and made cats like, and then moved us back because they didn't know. But the guy that was over them told them that it was a fire hazard. So when they moved us back, the cats that were in front of us were the cats that were behind us were in front of us. And you know how black people are. Black people, wow. They went off. I ain't gonna even say black people, black women. Okay. All of the chicks that were with us were upset. I mean, like, upset. They was like, nah, we've been standing here the whole time. Fuck that. And y'all gonna do something about this. You know what they did? They went on Twitter and started complaining. And Sony saw that shit. So they put everybody in reserve seats. Then when we got in there, Sony was bullshitting around, wasn't showing no, man. They could have kept that shit, man. That keynote was like a 5 out of 10. Best thing I saw from that keynote. Best thing I saw was Death Stranding. I said Death Stranding. Detroit Become Human, and I actually got to play that. Yeah, I played that. I played Shadow of the Colossus, but the way I had to play it, like when you go on the show floor, you couldn't even play all of the games. Like some of the major games, you had to go on the PlayStation Experience app and RSVP to play them.
What?
And it wasn't even no guarantee that you was gonna play the games. This is the first time they've ever did this at PSX. Because usually, you know how it go. You get in line and you wait. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You gonna wait 3 hours to play the game, you gonna wait 3 hours. But they was like, nah, you got to RSVP. I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, what? I'm not thinking it's gonna be that hard to RSVP. I go into the app, you know what I'm saying, and it'll be like PS4 demos, PlayStation VR demos. So Detroit, Shadow of the Colossus, the Impatient, that new VR game, shooting game that they showed, they had that on there, and there was like a couple other titles that were like the big titles that you had to RSVP to even play. You couldn't just get in line and just wait. You had to RSVP to play. So I'm sitting here looking like, why I can't RSVP? So basically, it's a certain amount of us. They had between 16 to 20 in each. They had it split up between zones. It was like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Yo, it would be like, come get back on the app at like 10 o'clock. So when 10 o'clock hit, all of the spots would open up. And you would have to literally keep pressing to get in. And then it'll show up. It'll be like, make RSVP. How about when you would hit that and it'll be like, sorry, full. I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, come on, man. Like, Sony, if these are your biggest games, you should want everybody to play them. I mean, everybody. You shouldn't be having an RSVP and then your app is trash to the point where it's catching errors. Or it's like at 10:01, everything is full. Like, it shouldn't be like that. So, luckily, on the last day, even though I missed Capcom Cup, luckily, I got to play all the games I said I played, Detroit and Shadow of the Colossus, because after 4 o'clock on Sunday, it was first come, first serve. So you could just sit in line like it was like a standby zone where you could just stand right there. Yeah. And if somebody missed a whatchamacallit, you could get in a place, or after 4 o'clock, anybody could play. So that's the only reason why I got to play those 2 games. Of course we didn't get no freaking release dates. That really pissed me off. I'm like, yo, Corey Barrog was bullshitting around with God of War release date. Like, I know I know it's coming in March. Like, stop playing with us. Some of the panels were really dope. I was at the 10th anniversary Naughty Dog for Uncharted panel. They had every single person who's ever been in the game as a character. They had all of them there on stage, which was dope. What else? They had a Ghost of Tsushima panel, which was dope as well. So we got to learn about the Ghost of Tsushima game. We got to meet the people from Sucker Punch. They took pictures. Like I got pictures with one of the lead developers and all that. And they had a Last of Us 2 panel, which was really dope. Even though Neil Druckmann didn't want to give us nothing, like he didn't want, like he's the reason why, like the chick that was asking questions, she finally got out of him that we will see gameplay at 2018 E3.
Well, they confirmed some stuff though. Honestly, they confirmed the game was happening in Seattle.
They had to take his hand and put it behind his neck and like get it out of him. He didn't want to tell us nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah. When you look at it like that, I can't argue that. Yeah, you can tell he really didn't want to say.
You got to realize, me being there and sitting there, I'm like, come on, Neil, like give us something. Like he was like, the game is what 50% done. And he was talking about the age, like the girl and the guy, that they're twins. That they gave us that much. We found out that the girl that was in that trailer that they showed at what was that, Paris Games Week, that both of them are twins. And that they're in they're escaping a cult, I believe that's what he said. And that one is 13 and one is 16.
Damn.
Yeah, they're young. And that was pretty. And the chick that old girl hit with the axe. The other girl from Uncharted plays her. Not the one that plays Chloe, but the chick that plays Nadine.
Nadine, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the chick that like was finna break that girl's wings or whatever. She plays her character. We found out that much. Nobody knew who she was until they brought her out.
Right. Well, I don't think that game is gonna come out till 19 though.
Yeah, but I mean, we all knew that we wasn't coming till 2019. But damn, like he wasn't giving us nothing. Like he was keeping everything close to the chest. We found out that the same people who were the guy that was helping him write The Last of Us isn't helping him write that. It's a chick that's helping him write this one. So we found that was new. What else? What else did I play? I played Guacamelee 2, which was Guacamelee 2 was there. I finally got my hands on PlayStation VR, and I played this game called Golem. I played that. It was really dope. Like VR, the second VR system is really dope. Like they got a little place where your nose goes now, so it's not just sitting on your face like that. It's very, very light. VR is pretty cool. I didn't get sick, so that was good.
Yeah.
What else did I play? I played Yakuza 6. Yakuza 6 is dope. And we got swag for that too. We got like this big ass Yakuza bag. That was dope. What else did I play? I played Far Cry. Was it 5? I think that's what it is. 5, 6, one of them. I played that. Far Cry was dope. It took a little getting used to because I hadn't played Far Cry in a minute. It kind of feels like maybe like 3, between 3 and 4 a little bit. It wasn't really doing too much because like in the demo, you were basically picking between, it was you and like a co-op partner, but it wasn't really co-op. It was just a partner that was just with you. So you could pick a dog, or you could pick this black chick that was a sniper. And you could pick this other guy. He basically would fly planes. And you had to do, I think, 2 missions with the demo.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to play Lost Soul Aside?
I was just finna bring that up. I'll get to it. You took the words right out of my mouth. And the best game that I played there was Lost Soul. I would say Lost Soul Aside. And then it probably would be Yakuza 6. Those were the best games I played.
Man, I'm dying for that. I heard like it's gonna be like a 2019 game.
I'll say this much. Lost Soul Aside, when you first look at it, like up close, it looks like Devil May Cry mixed with like Final Fantasy.
Oh man.
It's very high action, very fast paced, very like you, and it kind of plays like, and it's got like Dark Soul elements to it where you have to watch because shit'll come like everything is coming from you at all angles. And because you do all your combos are done with 2 button prompts. So like square and triangle, X, square, everything's done with 2 buttons. And then you switch weapons with L1 and R1. You have to press them together, and it will switch like from heavy weapon to like it was like different types of weapons. And then you block and all that with 2 buttons. I don't know why like the button configuration was a little weird, but I guess because you know when it's your first time playing it, you just got to get used to the button configuration. It's a little different. One thing I didn't like, but I think maybe just because I'm so used to Devil May Cry, you know how when you like juggling dudes and like you want to cancel out of a move, you can dash out of it. You can't do that in Dark Souls side.
Oh, so there's no dash cancel.
Yeah, from what I felt, it didn't feel like that. But you can dash, but it was like I don't know if y'all seen any of the gameplay from the PSX, but like he'll like once he's done with the move and he kind of like floats down a little bit, then you can dash.
Okay.
And the boss that they had us fighting, that motherfucker was hard. Like people couldn't even get past the second phase of him. Like he was like the boss was really hard, that's kind of what I got from like the Dark Souls or the Blood Souls type, Demon Souls type of thing. The boss was really hard. Like I mean, like really hard. Like because at the first part when you first play him, he's like on his like walking like a dog, and you have to hit his feet. Then the second phase is like when he stands up, and when he stands up, it's roadkill. I didn't see nobody beat that part. Like you gotta I forgot what it was. You actually got something if you got to that part. Okay. But I forgot what it was they were giving away. But like most people couldn't even get to that part. So I got to like the first part of the monster, and then he hit me with one move and he just took all my life. He hit me once, and that was it.
Nice.
Lost Soul Aside is the best game I played. Like I said, Lost Soul Aside, Detroit, and then Yakuza 6. Detroit is dope too. Like Detroit looks really good. Like
I love Quantum Dream.
I do too. Yeah, Heavy Rain is my all-time favorite game from last generation.
You know what's funny? When they show that gameplay demonstration, I seen a lot of Twitter to be like, "Oh, these guys play like Telltale games," and I'm thinking, "Where you been, bro? Like, have y'all not played Fahrenheit on PS2?
Yeah, you know what?
Or even Heavy Rain? Like, there's a lot of new gamers.
Shots like King's Blood, but he said that in Bang Bang, and I was like, bro, have you played Quantum Dream games before?
It's like when I hear these comments, I'm thinking, man, these dudes are rookies because like Fahrenheit, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, like this is not new.
Yeah,
like,
this is not new. They really thought they was gonna pull the gun out and shoot people. I'm like, nah, dog, you not doing that. It was like, this what made me mad and pissed me off. And it was like when the button prompts come up and it was like shoot or it will be like wave the thing off. They thought they was really doing that in real time. I'm like, no. This is how I know y'all don't know PlayStation, man. Look up.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Man.
These developers before you get hyped for their games. If you don't know what they're doing,
yeah, these dudes be exposing themselves because they're like, oh, man, this is nothing more than a nice looking Telltale game. I'm like, that's who Quantum Dream is. They always been like that. Like
they're way more sophisticated than Telltale, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. They're more in depth.
They're way more sophisticated because, like, even though I love Telltale, their games like that. Some of their choices really matter, but they don't have that butterfly effect where
not true, yeah.
The butterfly effect that the Quantum Dreams games be having, them joints be crazy.
Yeah, like you could really screw shit over.
Yeah,
in the long run.
You can do one thing and change the whole game, the whole entirety of the game.
So you know, but I could maybe understand like the casuals, the people on Twitter. What I'm more surprised is the dudes with YouTube channels. Like you want to talk about gaming, but you guys really don't know much. Like if you didn't know Quantum Dreams make these type of games, then what conversations are you actually having on your channel? Like really? Like you didn't know this?
I tried to explain to King's Blood because I wasn't being mean to him or nothing. I was like, yo, have you ever like played any of the Quantum Dream games? And he was like, probably not. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. I was like, don't worry about it. I got you. And I went on YouTube and got some Heavy Rain, you know what I'm saying? Heavy Rain.
Some Fahrenheit, you know what I'm saying, from the PS2.
From PS2 to PS3, man, they grew a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Their games were a bigger project.
For its time, and that's why the game did so well.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy.
Their stories are usually amazing. I think out of all their games, I think Beyond Two Souls was probably the worst one.
Yeah, I think so.
But like Heavy Rain is a masterpiece. That game is like a 10 out of 10 for me.
I think they focus too much on Hollywood.
Yeah,
and they should just worry about it being a game.
Yeah,
you know, and they're gonna do good, man.
This time around, you really gonna enjoy it, but because like I was a little pissed because my homegirl Red Infamy got to play the other demo that was with the media. If the media didn't play the demo we played, the media got to play that demo with the little girl in the Android.
Yeah.
And they got to do a whole lot more stuff. Like she was like, she couldn't tell me exactly what they did, but she was like, they had a lot more choices and there was a lot more stuff to do with her.
All right. Hey, I want to do a super chat. Shout out to Lionel. He said one thing I don't like about Sony is that they don't put their AA games in the open. Like, why wasn't Hellblade or Persona 5 on the E3 stage? Would have sold better. Put Lost Souls on that E3 stage. You know, I kind of agree.
I don't know.
Well,
I think every game isn't for every show. Because I know there's some shows like Persona 5, they showed it at Tokyo Game Show. It's still so good. Plus certain games are niche and certain games are for certain areas. I get why they don't show every game on E3 stage. I understand it.
I'm kind of conflicted because I remember a point where Sony showed these little cheap ass indie games.
True.
Like
I understand it though.
You're gonna show Knick Knock, but you're not gonna show Hellblade, or I don't.
But look though, like people have to realize, man, they got other shows, man. So I understand it, but I will say this. I do feel like they should have held off on showing Ghost of Tsushima, and I wish they would have showed that at PSX. It would have. I think they should have not shot their load and kept that one for the chain. Kept that for PSX.
Yeah. That's a good point.
If you knew you wasn't gonna have release dates, you shouldn't have shot your load and showed.
You know what? No, but Sony did that to get the hype going because Paris Game Show is like literally the week before November. So they want the momentum. No, I kind of agree because you want momentum going into November because November is the biggest holiday shopping season. PSX is in December.
No, I understand it, but my thing is, this is your show. This is like your show to show off your shit. Yeah. Like that's just like when they showed Soul Calibur and Kojima's trailer again. I'm like, why? So you want us to know because you got marketing for Soul Calibur? If that's the case, if you got marketing for Soul Calibur, don't show it at the Game Awards. Show it at yours.
Yeah, that's true. I will say this though. This is one thing. I will say this though. They could have made the live stream better. Just by simply, like the games they talked about, they should have repeated what they did with Detroit. Play the game and then talk about it. Play God of War, then talk about it. Play Detroit, then talk about it. Play Spider-Man, then talk about it. Like if they would have done that, because like right now the gaming culture, a lot of people like to watch games being played. You know, all Twitch streaming and all that. If they would have done that on every game they talked about Dreams. Play Dreams, you know, just a quick snippet.
They played Dreams, but they played Dreams on the show floor, which was kind of stupid.
Yeah, no, just do what they did with Detroit, but do it with every game. Go out there, introduce yourself. Now I'm gonna play it. You actually play it and then talk about it. I think people would have got a much better reaction because then people will understand what's going on. Oh, Sony used this venue to actually show the game playable. And people can relate to that because that's no different than Twitch streaming. You're watching somebody else play. And if we would have saw actually somebody play Spider-Man, somebody play God of War, play Days Gone, play Dreams, that shit would have blew people's socks off.
What made the people who were actually there, like my crew, kind of mad was the fact that like Days Gone, God of War, what else? Spider-Man. Yeah. And I think it was one more game. You had these fire setups on the show floor. When I mean fire, I mean fire. The Days Gone joint was crazy. Like you had like these guys that were like dead that were hanging up, and it was like smoke, and it was like a bike, and it was like zombies trying to get out of this. Like they had everything built up crazy, but no game. The only thing you saw was a game on the screen on the TV. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, play the game, man.
And like that, I was like, yo, if you ain't gonna have it playable or like no demo or nothing like that, Why even bring it on the show floor? You're taking up space.
Yeah, that would have defined PlayStation experience.
Yeah, I feel like
play it.
Bro, they shot their I think they shot their load,
yeah.
and they was just trying to have something, which is why I was so pissed because I'm like, yo, if early birds can only get in here, like you couldn't even buy, like if you bought a ticket late, you couldn't get in there. You couldn't get in there unless you were meteor or you were early bird, and it was like really checking badges. This is the first time they've ever done that, or the fact that you couldn't play one of the main games unless you RSVP for it.
Yeah, so I think it would have been better. All right, I want to move on to the last topic real quick. I don't know if it's going to be a big one or quick talk.
I got a question for you before you go to the last topic. What was the thing y'all saw? Like, I know y'all saw people like posting up stuff. Like, y'all got any questions about anything?
No, I just wanted to see your own personal take from because I wanted all day in J-Dub, but they had other podcasts. I just wanted somebody to talk about their personal experience. Yeah, I just wanted your personal experience, your personal touch actually being there. Because my critique was mostly the stream, what I saw.
Well,
I just wanted to see how the environment.
Actually being there was amazing because I was there with my friends and my people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we was in there from like every single day of that thing, from like 10 in the morning to like 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. That's what time we were.
Y'all lucky I wasn't. I would have had all of y'all clubbing right after.
What you mean?
I would have been like, y'all going to the hotel? Nah.
Yeah, bro. Nah, we was going to the hotel. We went and got mad liquor, and we was just up there. Like, we had 2 TVs, one in the front room. We had one in the living room area. We was in that motherfucker playing video games, drinking, just chilling, man. Playing cards, playing Uno.
That's what's up.
Fun, man. They was in there.
I would have had John in the strip. I would have had everybody in the strip club. I'd be like,
this dude in there playing everybody's golf. Like, we was drunk still, man. Like, but it was cool though. Like, it was just, you know how you don't see everybody or you haven't met everybody, but most of us have met each other, so we only get to see each other like once a year. So when we get together, it'd be all love. So we had a ball though. It was.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and then all of us stayed right near each other, hotel wise. Like, it was like walking distance. So, like, and we stayed right next to the venue.
Yeah. I was planning to go next year, but I got orders to Germany. Now I'll be living in Germany for 3 years, so I'll be at Gamescom. So any Europeans, you know, if you're listening to my podcast, we'll meet up at Gamescom.
Everything at E3 is usually at Gamescom, so you should be good.
Yeah, so that's how it is. Yeah, so we'll do it. All right, so the last topic. All right, GTA 5 Doomsday Heist. I'll be honest, I saw the trailer to that. I haven't played GTA Online in like years. I didn't really get into it. But yo, when I saw the trailer to the Doomsday Heist, I'm like, yo, fucking like GTA is like serious, bro. They put like almost everything you could possibly think of. Like, have you guys seen the trailer? Are you guys interested in it?
Yeah, I played GTA Online for like an hour. I'm like, all right, I'm tired of playing this. Maybe it was because I just beaten it. I just beaten the game, so I'm like, I was just giving it a break. And
that was like years ago.
It looks. That was whenever they did the first GTA Online thing, I did that for like an hour, and it was more going on than I anticipated because you could like rob stores and stuff like that, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait on this. But look, everybody that I've seen play it looks fun.
Now it's like ridiculous. They got submarines and flying DeLoreans and attack choppers and anti-air missiles. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this game?
Yeah.
Like, they have so much stuff, bro. Now I see why this game sold 70 million. And apparently it's free. Like, you don't pay for this stuff. They just update it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you ain't paying for none of that, bro. Usually they just let you. Only thing you really paying for is, like, if you want more money or.
Yeah, and cars and shit like that.
Like if you haven't played it and you just now playing it, I would suggest you buy some shit because you ain't gonna have like no money, no guns. You're gonna be out here like Zaire was with Pubg. You're just gonna have a shit on in the middle of a field, like.
Oh, that. Yeah, because they're saying all these updates are free. Like they just keep updating content.
Yeah, you always gonna have something to do in that game, man. Like I keep telling folks, like, even though like I beat it and played a little bit of it, Cats play that shit on regular, man. Just like Destiny. That shit is like crack to some people, man.
Yo, you can't hate on that. If they add all that content for free, you can't hate on that game.
No,
like I didn't realize it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just update it.
Oh my god, I have it deinstalled.
If you install it, that shit is like 70 gigs now. It's probably more than that.
Yeah, it's probably like, oh man, I'm gonna start downloading it again today. I'm gonna just try it out because that's bugged out.
Yeah, I mean, when they first showed it, it looked dope. I'm like, I thought it was a story DLC, but it's just like when you do heist, like you do in the game. But it still looks dope.
That's dope. I'm gonna try it. All right. So anyway, hey, I know you mentioned the Capcom Cup, so I want to say congratulations to Diego Mena, Dominican cat from the Dominican Republic. I'm gonna look at the video, but apparently he made the ultimate comeback.
Oh shit!
Yeah, when he faced Tokido apparently was slaughtering him, and he was like literally a fraction. I think he was down like 3 matches or 3 rounds. Like he was literally like Tokido was literally a quarter of a life left to win, and then Mena just came back and won the next 3 rounds and won the tournament. I was like it's probably just saying like the greatest comeback of fucking fighting history. I was like, what? So I'm about to check out. So congratulations to Mena, bro. You know what I'm saying? Latinos rising up, bro. We taking over.
Wasn't he the one that was playing with the big guy? Like,
with Birdie.
Yeah,
Birdie versus Okuma.
Yeah, I couldn't get into Capcom Cup, so I watched it from I was still in Wi-Fi, so I just watched it on my laptop. I couldn't get in because when I tried to go play, I played Detroit and Shadow of the Colossus. They wouldn't let nobody else in. So.
Oh shit!
So that Detroit game. Only thing I would have seen was the last 2 fights anyway. So I already had missed it.
I'm gonna check it. All right, shout out to Lionel again. My man says shout out to Sony for pushing them GTA sales with the PS4.
You already know.
You know, we the home for everything, bro. PlayStation's the home for everything.
When
bro.
When you get GTA, you're gonna get it on the PS4, no doubt.
That's it. That's how it is, anyway.
Same thing with Destiny, man. They're not fools. That's why they got the joint with Rockstar again. Rockstar likes Sony, man.
Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption's being marketed.
Yeah,
and it has exclusive content.
Yeah. The one thing I never got is like what I'm thinking they doing that because they still owe Sony a game.
Oh yeah, I wonder when Sony's gonna pull that freaking card. Ace
for that card. I don't know.
Yeah, they still own them exclusive. I just don't know when. Well, anyway, people, we've been here long enough. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Have various guests jumping in and out. The latest I got here with my homegirl, Cunt Girl, my sister from another mister.
Hey man, I'm glad I could make it, dog. I'm like, damn, I hope I can do it before you close it on out.
Yeah, thanks for the insight. Thanks for the insight on PSX. And of course, I got my man, you know what I'm saying, top flight security of the world, Craig.
What's happening? Yeah, I appreciate being here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And everybody have a good one. And I guess these MPDs drop in like 30 hours, so we're gonna find out.
I thought Sony won. I thought Sony
well, it's not official yet because the official numbers come out tomorrow.
Yo, I said Nintendo, but you never know. I think that
I was alone, bro, in this fight with PlayStation, bro. No,
I didn't. But I mean, I wasn't gonna switch up. I said that they threw a monkey wrench in the game with that $199 PS4. You know what I mean?
People didn't believe me. I told you that PlayStation's the PS2 of this gen.
Yo, I was just saying, like, I thought that Mario was gonna dominate. I thought it was gonna do better, but they didn't go down on the price of that Switch.
Nah, man, they're still hard. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm about to bust some heads in the multiplayer podcast tomorrow. They're gonna get this work. They are gonna get They about
what game? What game you getting? What game you getting next year?
No, I'm gonna make it easier. I'm gonna just deposit that $60 PSN in my DM. Just slide that $60 PSN card. You know what I'm saying? Just slide it in.
I thought you meant the Granny Panty edition of a game.
You know what I'm saying? My man, it's my peoples in the chat and my subscribers. They have my back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Saying that, we believe you, Puerto Rock. PlayStation's gonna win. I'm like, you goddamn right. It's the PS2 of this gen.
Oh, I would never put him down, man. I just thought Mario was gonna pull through in November because Mario sell like crack to a fiend.
I'm gonna leave Zobi alone and Blandrew, because they didn't really bother me. But Zaire, oh, you're gonna get this work, Z. D-Batch,
catch them hands.
you're gonna get this work. Broadband bullies, all of y'all are gonna get this work. Oh my God!
LED alone, man. They were making fun of him on 3 different continents.
It's gonna be Game of Thrones tomorrow. Oh man, y'all ain't gotta wait for the new season.
I'm in the comment section, and I'm gonna make sure I give it a good like.
Oh man, this is gonna be a bloodbath tomorrow. It's gonna be Thursday Massacre.
You've been waiting on this day.
What? Oh man, yo, they're gonna get this work. All right, but anyway, people.
So that $199 PS4, waiting on this
day. Yo, they're gonna get this work, girl. They have no idea. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Zaire cancels the podcast. Be like, oh, I'm in the hospital.
Don't let me find out he finna play Hangman out here. My man, I tried to kill myself the other day, dog. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! All right. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. Again, make sure you hit the like button. Spread awareness. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell. I appreciate it for everything you do. All right, everybody, enjoy your night. Check me out tomorrow as I cave heads in, and stay tuned for some more videos. All right. This is your boy Porter Rock 77, and peace.